Children that get exposed to STEAM early on have better critical thinking skills, and they have a much more creative way at looking at the world. We're the only hands-on interactive science center here in the city. Discovery Center is your local family science center. We have a 5,000 square foot exhibit hall with quarterly changing exhibits. We've got a really fun collection of reptiles and some amphibians. And then we also have learning labs on our first floor that we do both classes in, and then they're also open to the public so that families can come in and interact with different manipulatives and do little science projects.
We are in the old Armory building. We moved here in about 2009 when they were really developing the Discovery Center in Tuscola Park area to turn it into something that it hadn't been for a long time, which is a family-friendly location. The one thing that we're really proud of is that the whole community can come together to make this a safe space where everybody can come together and wonder, explore, and create, and rediscover the magic of science.
One of the things that we really like to do here is to introduce science as something fun and exciting. Not necessarily something that they're going to be tested on or that has to stress them out. And we really try to teach to all the different learning styles. So for kids that maybe they don't think they're a sciencey kid, they don't like math, but they love sports or they love music, we try to integrate as much as we can for them to see the science in everything, because science is in everything.
We offer after-school science programming. We do a junior zookeepers class. We do Create Scientists, which is a preschool science class where guardian and child get to come to class together. So that's really fun. If you don't want to commit to a 10-week class, we do have Saturday programs. So if you come in and you want to, make a Mars rover or make a lander and do a quick little 1-hour experiment, we offer those as well with our facilitators here at Discovery Center. Discovery Center does 2 summer camps. We have 2 age groups. Junior camp is our ages 8 to 11, and then ages 12 to 15 are our senior campers. We run the whole summer, so it's usually about 9 to 10 weeks of summer camp, and it is all STEM related. Every week is a different theme, which is super cool. So we have some kids that come for the whole summer, and then we have other kids who pick and choose and, okay, I want to come to crime scene investigation week, and I want to come to animal week, and then I'm going to go over here, and that's cool too. We like that. But every week has a different theme, and it has hands-on experiments. We do field trips, we have guest speakers, and then it's nice because we also are linked up with the parks. So we go across the street to the playground, we get outside, always do some sort of nature hike through the park. So lots of fun for the kids here in the summer as well.
There's a lot that comes from Discovery Center that you really can't measure in the ways of just growing a young individual. We've had kids that have attended our summer camps that have gone on to open aviation training facilities. We've had kids that have gone on to work at NASA. So we encourage that kind of creative thinking that really benefits a kid no matter what field they choose, and helps them to really grow as an individual and be more accepting of being nerdy.
And I really want people to come out and see what's going on, just to see the kids come in and just, when they come in, they're astonished, they're surprised, they like, wow, I never knew about this.
One of the first things that we did when we had to go home was we filmed a whole bunch of videos. Now what we've done is put those into our DC digital lab on our webpage. And every week it's a new science topic and a new science experiment. And they highlight everything from critters to experiments that we've done to all sorts of fun stuff. So that's one of the ways that we kind of had to tap dance with COVID, which has impacted our school outreach program. We have a science fair in a box. It's called Expo Stations, and that Exploration Stations program is very popular, and so what we've had to do is rework it and offer it to schools on a virtual platform. So we've had some teachers that have already approached us about that, and it's an option for them. If you can't have people come to your facility, we'll find a way to get to you.
We also are now doing virtual field trips where we do interact digitally, but then they also have things that they can do, experiments that the teacher has access to that are pre-recorded, and all the supplies are right there. I love to see these kids that they were here when they were little, then they come back and they want to become volunteers, or they start thinking about a science field that maybe they didn't think was available to them. I think that's really an amazing thing for us here. And I also think it's awesome that they offer some scholarship programs, so it's really accessible to people. A lot of times people would love to have their kids in these programs, and because we're owned by the city, we can offer that, and I think that's terrific.
The mission of the Discovery Center is to provide an interactive learning experience for kids of all ages. So we work with different civic organizations, we work with different businesses to provide sponsorship. We've worked a lot with Junior League, we've worked a lot with Rotary Clubs of Marion County to help build up our funds so that we can continue to provide things like this for our youth in our community. And it is a true community effort to bring things like this forward. Even locals participate without even knowing it. If you've ever bought a beer at the Cracker Cattle Drive, if you ever had a t-shirt bought at one of our local concerts, if you ever bought a little rubber ducky for Rotary Duck Derby, that all goes towards bringing scholarships, exhibits, classes, guest speakers, and things to the Discovery Center so that we can continue to grow and we can continue to share in knowledge with the youth of our future.
To see what's being offered currently at Discovery Center, mydiscoverycenter.org. My favorite part about Discovery Center really is the community. Not only the people that work here, but everybody that comes through our doors, the people that call us, people that come in with animals out of the park and what is this? Or people that call and say, hey, I've got a homeschool group and we want to do a science project. It's always something new. Every day is different.